Hello, YouTube. In the midst of fun EX3 deck building, I have taken a spin on one of the better decks of the format, and I've decided to up the meme engine in it a little bit. That way, it's tier 1, but with spice. And I'm happy to report that it's still kicking butt. Because at the end of the day, it's still a Melga deck. But it's playing the Gabubond engine. Because I haven't played this since like EX1, and I miss it. And I thought, you know what? This could be fun. This could be exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and do the deck profile. It's doing very, very, very well against the mirror match, which is good. That's a good thing. Anyway, I'll go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe, turn the notification on to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. So, typical Melga and all that. For Sunomon is the egg of choice, plus 1000. Fifth Gurumon on the egg. So it doesn't actually work with Gabubond, but Gabubond is 14k, and most things in security this format are 13. So it's kind of okay. It's kind of alright. Not a big deal. Rookies. One of the best things about this version of the deck is it gives us an excuse to play 4 copies of this lovely card, the EX1 Gabumon, that when attacking once per turn, reveal top 3 cards, add a Gabumon or Tamer. It gets you cards every single time. This card does not know how to whiff, which is really cool. Then we play 4 copies of Gabu x-antibody, because this card's also really good, and you can evolve on top of this and get free value, and you get your Garurumon or Omnimon, and you also get x-antibody, which we still play, so that's pretty cool. We are playing 2 copies of the Gabumon that goes along well with the Gabubond package. Only 2 because Gabubond is meant to be a game finisher so much, not so much as like an early play. So like 2 is fine. All turns when you play a Tamer once per turn with Matt in the name, gain memory, it's good. And then once per turn if it's Gabubond, unsuspend it. That's kind of cool. And then the 11th rookie, this has randomly come up. Just the one all turns plus 1000 Gabumon if you have 8 or more cards in hand. You'd be shocked how many times the random one of comes up. It's not like super duper relevant, but sometimes it is 1000 points over a magic number, and the old turns does come up a lot. So that's very strong. We do play the 1 copy of it just for a little bit of fleshing out the rookies, so to speak. 11 rookies, more than enough. It's really good. Next, champions. This is the champion lineup you're used to seeing. 4 ridiculous promo Garurumon to draw whenever you attack. 4 Garu X to make it immune to battle by stripping 2 sources at the same level. And then 2 of the BT5 Garu for the all turns plus 1000. And for the 1 cost evolution potentially. Card's kind of insane. And I dropped the card! Oh no! Oh no! Alright. Ultimates, the lineup is also the same as what you're used to seeing. The 4 promo Wergar, attacking once per turn on suspend, and security plus 1/8 cards in hand. Yep. And then 4 Wergar X. We're not wasting time with things like Metal Wergar Sag mode, because Gabubond kind of does what that card does, actually. So there's no point in even considering it as a tech on the deck. You got your 8, and you're fine. No big deal. Megas. 3 copies of Metalgar X, one of the better cards in the deck, that evolves for 1 on your Metalgarurumons. You unsuspend to get blocker when you evolve, and then once per turn when unsuspends, if you have Metalgar or x-antibody in the sources, bounce the lowest thing. Sometimes it bounces multiple things if there's a tie. It's very powerful. And we played 2 copies of Metalgar EX1. I'm going to be transparent and tell you that I want to play more copies of this card, but there's no room for it in this version of the deck. It's the when Digivolving, you gain a memory back for each 4 cards in your hand. So usually it costs 2 to evolve, sometimes 3. And when attacking, you can just bounce something with Undeletion. Kind of relevant in this format. It happens sometimes. That's it for that. We're going to go into the level 7s. We do play 2 Gabubond. Again, this is meant to be an end game finisher. Not a, like, you don't blow this turn 2. You don't do that. You wait, you like chip away with your Garu stack, your first one. You do 3 or 4 damage, and then Gabubond cleans up. That's basically the idea behind the deck. And yeah, for those of you that don't remember what this card does, when attacking, if you have a Tamer, you may unsuspend once per turn. And then when attacking, you return a level 5 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the deck. It's actually really good against the mirror match, kind of. It's good against Bloomlord, kind of. And it's good against random nonsense like Sistermon blockers and all that kind of stuff. Card's really good. And we're talking about more about it in a little bit. We're gonna go and play the last level 7 of the deck though, which is one copy of Omni X-Antibody. Because this card is actually broken. And being able to loot your opponent's security and take a problematic card out of there can come up sometimes. There's no room in this deck for the Blitz combo, the Omni Blitz X-Antibody, and the Omni X-Antibody combo. But having the one of Omni X, it does come up. It is good to have. And, you know, when you Digivolve, you can also just get rid of something big. So it's good. It's a good card to have. No big deal. Moving on to the Tamers, we're still on 4 copies of Cool Boy. The more and more I play this card, the more and more I realize it should probably be at 1. Because in this deck, it is really, 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 really stupid. We all know what Cool Boy does now, and it's quite insane. The main draw of the Gabubond version of the deck is that we get to play 3 copies of Matt Ishida. I think people don't realize how nuts this card is in this deck. Do you guys remember Yuji in Alphamon? You guys remember that? Remember those good old times? You like promote, you draw a card, gain memory. Well, that's what Matt Ishida does. If you promote a Gabumon or Garurumon in its name. So even if you're building your stack in the back and you're not just promoting a Gabumon, you promote, you gain memory, draw a card. So it does what Cool Boy does when you promote. That's kind of crazy. And then once per turn, you can evolve a Gabumon into a Gabumon by trashing 2 securities. And if you have any security left over, then in turn the Gabumon dies. That's why it's meant to be an endgame finisher. You're not supposed to do it right away because you will burn yourself. You will kill yourself. And you want to kill your opponent. You don't want to kill yourself. You know what I mean? Now, for the full transparency, random tangent that I'm going to go on for about 20 seconds. I was bored of playing regular Melga shenanigans. It's a good deck. I was fucking bored of it though. So I had built a Melga deck with just these 3 Tamers, none of the other package, and I found that it was really fucking funny. That it gave you like an extra card, an extra draw, and it helps with the deck. When you have 3 of these and 4 Cool Boys, you're basically doing what you were doing in the Alphamon deck in BT9. Just promoting and getting rewarded for promoting. So I was trying it out, and I was actually really liking it. But for the memes, I decided to, you know what, for YouTube and for fun, let's see if I can make it work. We throw the Gabumon package in there. And the Gabumon package does work, but full transparency, you can try this in Melga, and you might actually like it. Like, you might. You might like it. You also might think I'm full of shit, and that's fine too. You know, I'm used to it. Whatever makes you happy. The last tamer we play is 1 copy of Davis, because it is important to have a memory tamer in the deck. And it usually adds something when you play it, so it's fine. It's a good card. No big deal. It replaces itself. For options, we are playing 3 copies of Blue Memory Boost, just to help with additional consistency and additional memory. Thanks to Mats and Cool Boys and Memory Boosts, you can like go from Gabumon all the way to Metalgar X in 1 turn. It's not really that hard, and you have the memory to do so. It allows you to do so. It gives you more consistency, these boosts, and more memory. It is a really cool combo. We play the 1 copy of X-Antibody because it is still a really good card. Not super necessary because, you know, Gabubond is also there to supplement attacking. It's not just about your Weregar Metalgar stack anymore. And you have to cut these for the Gabumon package. There's just no room. It's kind of ridiculous, but, you know, the X-Antibody of 1 of is okay. And the final card in the deck is Ice Wall, because Ice Wall is broken. And maybe this gives you, like, flashbacks, PTSD to a time where you played Gabubond and 4 Ice Wall and it makes you sad. Well, doing that and testing the people is also kind of hilarious. So, yeah, that's really about it. For the deck profile, it is a Melga deck at heart. And there were games that I won just by doing Melga strats. Didn't even touch a Gabubond. Didn't even touch the BT6 Gabumon. The one that you need for the combo. Well, not need for the combo. This one. There are games that I had literally just Cool Boys and Mats. And that was enough to just fucking go. because Melga is just best deck in the format. But putting the Gabubond package in it, put a nice fun twist. So if you want to, like, you know, play Melga, but not be such a entitled douchebag about it at a locals, per se, throw in this package. Throw in the package. Have some fun. You'll probably still do fine. Anyway, that's it for the deck profile. Let me know in the comment section below, and see you later. Bye.